Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. We are here. It is Sunday, September 18th. It is the World Championship of Online Poker. This is the second to last Sunday of the series, and it's a very big day. There's a lot of big things going on the felt, so I am going to be firing now. We're gonna get started. So let's see what we're gonna get into today. First off, my bed is not made. Please don't hate me. The first thing we have, which if you guys watched on, when was it? On Friday, we got into the satellite, which is a $530 satellite, and there's right now 10 entries into the $5,000 main event. So it's going to be a tough tournament for sure, but it is a $500 satellite. We could find our way into the 5K main event for the World Championship of Online Poker, so that's very exciting, obviously. We have a satellite to the 2100, or 26 and 136. You play down to the top 25, and then you get into the part 2 of this tournament. To raise the 7s, we get re-raised by the friend of the stream. This kind of sucks because it is a satellite. We're so far away from being in the money that I think we have to call with the 7s here. And we do get in against these 5s, so we're decently ahead. Let's go, you guys. 16,000 coming our way. We're up to 36,000 now in that satellite. We're 3-betting Amadi, who raised up onto the gun, and then they call our 3-bet. We see a Jack-10 deuce board. I'm going to check back here. I think I'd check back with a decent amount of hands, you know. Even some overpairs, we could certainly check back on this Jack-10 deuce. And Amadi checks on the turn. Do we want to bet here or just check? I don't think betting accomplishes too much. We could get them to fold 10x, but they shouldn't have too much of that. So I'm just going to check again, and then we have to make a decision on the river. Should we call against Amadi? You know, are they going to bluff enough the time here or not? And they bet 1240. I think they're going to bluff ace-queen probably here. I don't know if they're going to bet 1240 as a bluff, but I think we should probably call just based on how we played it up to this point. So we'll call down and lose to queen 10. So they do have a 10, which is unfortunate. Ace king is pretty good. Again, this one only pays top 8 into the tournament. See what Zen Mech is up to. And we get 4 bets to 15,000. It's quite a big 4 bet. So we have to make a decision. Do we call or do we shove? It's a very top-heavy tournament. You need to get into the top 8, so I'm probably going to shove here. It's definitely the worst hand that I'll shove in this spot. I think we should. Ace-king against queens. We need an ace or king. That's a king on the turn. 210,000. Let's go, you guys. We got him. We're up to 210K, which will put us in quite a good spot. 16th of 250. Let's continue on our journey, trying to get into the 2100. And probably check raise on this flop. We're a little bit too wide to check call here. So I am going to put in a check raise. And we're going to continue betting when we hit a 10, a 9, or a diamond. So let's make it 1800 to go. And like those are the cards we're going to continue bluffing on, essentially. Because we're close, right? We do have like a lot of outs that can give us straight draws. And then we have a lot of outs that can give us flush draws. And then Amadi is going to miss this flop a lot. You know, we can't really check call. I think our hand's a little bit too weak to check call. So we'll just bluff with it. Now Amadi clicks it back to 3,000. And we have to make a decision. Do we go all in or fold? I think going all in would be a little bit too much. So I'm going to get out of the way. We pick up the king-queen. I don't think we can shove properly here, but we can raise. So it pulls around to Amadi, who's going to defend against us quite wide, I think. And we see queen, jack, 7 on the flop. I think we want to bet our king-queen. We're not too deep stacked, and there's a lot of hands we can get value from. Like if Amadi has a jack, I think a jack will continue to call the flop. If Amadi has a queen, they'll call. If they have like a 10-9, they'll call. A king-10, they'll call. If they have a flush draw, they'll call. So I think our king-queen is doing well enough where we just want to bet here. We're going to bet 960. Going to call. We see a 9 on the turn. Okay, so a 9 completes some of the 2-pair type hands they can have. King-10 also makes a straight. 9-10 makes a pair. So that's a really sort of ugly spot for us, you know? I think if they have the flush draw, they're just pumping it in. So this is a really bad card for us. I'm going to check back here. We can maybe fold on some really bad rivers. And then we can probably call on blank rivers. But that 9 is bad, you know? And Amadi bet 720 here. We'll obviously call just for 720. No reason to raise. We're bluff catching. And we defeat ace-jack, which is good. Ooh, okay, we call against Rife here with the jack-10. I don't really love it, but I mean, we're just getting the right price. Hey, hold! Hold it! Let's go, you guys. 7,700 coming our way. Up to 16-2. It feels good, man. It feels good. Oh. Oh. Okay. Who is going to be the person we get money against? So you open to 560, and then a shove from Tash, and we're going to reshove. And hope Sage overcalls. That would be amazing. But we're aces against ace 10. Pretty good spot. Can we hold it? Yes, we can. Let's go, you guys. 11,500 coming our way. We're chipping up in the main event satellite. Ooh, we have ace-jack in the warm-up now. Do we want to shove or min-raise? I think probably min-raise. This is a very deep, long tournament. So I think we can just min raise here as opposed to shove and not potentially risk our tournament if we don't have to, if we see a ton of action behind us. We're just going to call in 2 spots. We see an ace-7. Pretty easy spot to check back, I think. We're not really afraid of any turns. Hard for them to have anything. We're going to check back a decent amount of hands of this flop, so we'll check back, and maybe they'll start bluffing. Who knows? Alright, let's go all in with our aces full of 7s. And we pick it up. Alright, pocket 2s, another gun. Just shove all in. We want to see folds, obviously. Please, fold! They're thinking here. Alright, we pick it up. We're all in the Sunday Million satellite. We're 50 of 68 here. Pays top 8, so we're sitting around 200,000 chips, but definitely going to shove with 10 big blinds of the button. Get a call from OJ, and we're going to need some help. We definitely don't want 2 calls. That would suck. Do you get 2 calls? King 9 making a weird call. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. We have outs. We're not going to get there, though. So we're down to 75,000 chips in the Millie satellite. Unfortunate. Nothing we can do, though. We pick up the broadways with the short stack. Okay, so we're all in our Sunday Million satellite here. 66,000. Pays top 8, so it's very top heavy. We were only into this for 750. We get a reshove, though. We're going to need a bit of help. Overcards are good. 6 is great. Okay, we chop it up. Aces and kings with the jack kicker. We chop it up. I will take that. Absolutely, I'll take that. Because we're pretty short here, and we're going to shove again with the ace-7. So we're up against 3 bongs. Who is king-jack? We're actually ahead in this situation. We need a diamond, though. They flop a jack. Hey, there it is. We're back to 235. No big deal. Well, I almost brushed my patch off there. There we go. When we pick up ace-jack, it's going to be the same thing. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to have to get lucky once more, because it's a shove, and then a reshove, and then a reshove. So if we can get lucky one more time, we're probably going to get in. We need... we're dead. 6 is reshove, which is obviously bad, but it's fine. You know, people make mistakes, and then the aces, nothing we can do there. We are out of the tournaments. No Sunday 2100 milli for us. 7,300 out there. We're going to shove. Obviously, hoping to not get a call here with our queen 9. They do have the call kind of tight, so let's see if we can gain some chips back. And Apotheosis is going to reshove, so we need to run good, because this should be a pretty strong hand. Yep. As I mentioned... Oh, we have a straight draw! We don't get there. We don't get there. We're out in 59th place, you guys, of the satellite. GG. But we have to shove here basically because there is 7,000 in the pot. And when I said, like, this is going to be a really strong hand, like, I really meant it. Like, he can't take a hand like a king 10 and reshove here. Because he's just risking too much of his tournament. Everyone's trying to cash, you know? So they normally play this many hands, but they have to play this many hands in the satellite, which means it's, like, definitely a profitable shove with queen 9. We needed some chips. We flopped an open ender. My stars like, so we didn't get to sweat it. But we're out of the tournament, so. And Ahi753 is going to raise it up to 2,400 here. That's a big raise, but I don't want to fold. This hand flops so well, so I'm just going to call. I'm going to call it. Do you see a shove from the short stack? Which kind of sucks, right? Because if they call, we fold. If they fold, we're going to have to call because it's 5,000 to win 14. But they call, and I think we fold here now. I mean, it's 5 to win 20, so that's interesting. We are getting 4 to 1. Maybe we call. But we're going to have to call and basically just try and flop a pair or a flush draw. If we flop a pair or flush draw, then we'll try and get it all in against Ahi. So we'll probably call here, I guess, and rumble. Alright. It has worked in our favor. We want Ahi to check so we can shove and maybe get them to fold, you know, and then get a heads up for that pot. But they shove and we'll call and we'll see. It's ace-jack, alright? So we're sort of right on our read. We get there with a flush. Let's go, you guys. 46K? 46, almost 47K now in the warm-up, so that is a pretty solid little double for us. I have some yogurt here. And, like, crunch. So I'm going to eat that now, because food is important. Anyways, ace-queen, we're going to shove. Ace-queen's pretty good. It's ace-king offsuit. Queen! Not a lot we can do there, though. Ace-queen is too strong. I'm just waiting for the run good to happen. Let's raise it up here, 713. And we get 3-bet from Achilles. We are going to 4-bet, I think. I mean, we could call 2, but it doesn't seem to make too much sense for me. I think Jacks is a strong enough hand against this 3-bet. Now, can we 4-bet fold? No. Yeah, it's just a shove. Just a shove all in, you guys, in this W coop. We do not want to see aces, kings, queens. The rest, whatever, man. Oh, that's a queens. I didn't want to see that. So we're going to be out of the tournament in the 109 multi-day. We have had a lot of failures in the 109 multi-day. I'm trying my hardest, I promise you guys. Okay, so we see a raise from Villaradin, who just had 15,000, is playing pretty nuts here. Pretty crazy. They bet 8,400 will call. It's close to a shove, actually. I'm going to shove here with our queen-jack, Because there's 17,000 out there, and they're just going to be betting so many draws. So we're going to shove. They have a draw. We need to hold. And that is the end of the W cube. Just like that, you know? You battle forever. For like 4.5 hours. Make a good read. Get it in goods. And pew, 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 rip the dream. Thank you guys so much for watching, but until next time, we'll see you later.